Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Jericho Ivan Basilio and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like this type of content and if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you'll never miss any of my videos. I post cooking videos every Saturday. Today, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make homemade glazed donuts. Enough talking, let's get right into the video. To make our classic glazed donuts is super easy to make, it's not that complicated. As always, all the recipes are in the description box down below, both weights and volume. First things first, we're going to melt our butter. In a saucepan, add 113 grams or 1 stick of unsalted butter, melt it, then cool it down until it reaches to room temperature. While the butter is cooling, in a bowl add 237 grams of warm milk. To that, add 7 grams of yeast and mix it, then let it bloom for 5 to 10 minutes to see that if your yeast is active or not. Once your yeast is active and bubbly, in a mixing bowl, add 40 grams of granulated sugar, 16 grams of light brown sugar, 6 grams of salt. Finally, add 560 grams of flour. Give it a whisk to evenly incorporate everything, then pour half of the flour mixture in a separate bowl, leave it aside, we use it for later, and crack 2 eggs, give it a quick whisk, then pour it into your mixing bowl. Following with the yeast mixture, your room temperature melted butter, mix it until your dough is nice and homogeneous. Finally, dunk the rest of the flour, then knead it until your dough is nice and elastic. If it's too sticky, add at least a tablespoon of flour because we don't want to dust more than 1 tablespoon while we're kneading the dough. It'll be super tough and your donuts will end up super hard once it's cooked. The more you knead the dough without dusting too much flour, it'll naturally won't stick to your hands anymore. As you can see, when you stretch a piece of the dough wider without tearing apart, that means you've created strength to your dough and you're ready for the next stage. If it's still tearing apart, just keep kneading the dough. After the kneading process, shape it into a nice taut ball and let it rise for 2 hours or until doubled in size. Once your dough looks like this, dump out your beautiful risen dough into a lightly floured surface. Now lightly flour the top, then roll it about a half of an inch thick. If you don't have a 3-inch biscuit cutter like me, grab a wide mug, cut out as many dough as possible, then grab a Turkish teacup or any tiny glass and make a donut hole in the center. After that, let it proof in a baking tray with a parchment paper on top, then cover it with a damp towel and let it proof for 1 to 2 hours. 1 to 2 hours later, your donuts should look like this. Start heating up your pot with cooking oil in a low heat and let it heat up until it passes the skewer test. While that's slowly heating up, we can now start making our glaze. In a bowl, add 360 grams of powdered sugar. Oh, I should probably transfer this to a bigger bowl. Then add 60 grams of milk. Last but not least, add a splash of vanilla extract. Then give it a whisk until it's nice and smooth. If it's too thick, you can add 2 tablespoons of milk. Well, there you go. That's our glaze. How easy is that? To know if your oil is ready for frying, get a chopstick or a skewer and stick it into the pot. If you see some signs of bubbles, that means it's ready to fry. Gently drop your donuts into the fryer, then let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes each side or until golden brown. After that, let it cool in a cooling rack until your donuts is relatively cool enough to hold. I assume that your donuts are completely cooled. Grab your cooled donuts and dunk them into the glaze that we made. Submerge the whole donut, then set it on your cooling rack to drip the excess glaze and also to dry the glaze at the same time. This is by far the best donuts you'll ever make. Well, there you go guys, that's how you make homemade glazed donuts. If it's helpful, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you'll never miss any of my videos. I post cooking videos every Saturday, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!